What happened?
That, I was hoping, is something you could tell me.
Professor McGonagall? What's going on?
You don't know? A professor and a student are practically petrified, and the witch who was supposed to be helping has gone missing.
What are you talking about? How did I even get here?
Oh dear. Are you telling me you have no recollection of this evening's events?
No, not a one. Wait, why am I here?
I'm afraid you were found in the corridor, standing over your classmate, clearly befuddled.
I don't remember any of that. Can't you take my memories to the pensive?
At the moment, it seems you have no memories to retrieve. I understand this is difficult, but please.
All I see are images, like snapshots of moments in time.
That's as good a place to start as any. Tell me about one of them.
There's an odd-looking witch. She's got something to do with plants, I think.
Ah, that would be Ms. Cole. She came to us from St. Mungo's, intent on helping find an antidote to the so-called mysterious malady.
Oh, that I remember. Kevin told me about it. Wizards are falling asleep. No one knows why, and no one can wake them up.
Precisely. The Ministry sent Ms. Cole to work with our professors, and then things went awry. Interesting that you can't recall her arrival. It was quite dramatic.
That plant is dead, right?
It's not dead, it's just not thriving. And it's much better than it was.
If you say so. I hope you're not considering a career as a healer.
Ha ha, very funny.
May I have your attention, please? I would like to introduce a special guest. Ah, it appears she has not yet arrived, but no matter. Miss Astrid Cole, a former student and current healer at St. Mungo's, will be joining us to help some of your professors devise an antidote for the mysterious malady you have no doubt heard about. Now,
And it wasn't even Professor Longbottom's fault. If Fisher had been paying attention,
Interesting plant you have there.
Oh, I remember that. She creeped me out.
do you recall what happened next?
No, I mean, I see flashes of memories, but they're all mixed up.
As long as something is in that head of yours, we may be able to retrieve it. Drink this. It's a mild memory potion.
Ugh, that tastes awful. I think you forgot the peppermint.
Thank you for that assessment. I'll be sure to inform Professor Slughorn. Now, tell me, what do you remember?
Okay, things are becoming clear now. Let's see.
Everyone thinks plants are to blame. Idiots.
What's going on?
Something's happened in the greenhouse, obviously.
That much I figured out. Thanks. What's he doing here?
Mr. Thorne? They must be consulting with him. He does know absolutely everything about plants. It's her you should be wondering about.
Who? Miss Cole?
Yes, just look at her, lurking in the shadows.
I don't think she's lurking.
May I have your attention, please? It pains me to tell you this, but Professor Longbottom has been found in this very greenhouse, asleep and unawakenable. While it was once unthinkable, it appears the so-called mysterious malady has made its way to Hogwarts.
I, for one, am here to help in any way I can, Minerva. Just name it.
I appreciate that, Hubert. Now, as it appears the Ministry is correct in their belief that plants are the cause of this sinister sleeping sickness, this greenhouse will be off-limits to students until further notice. Mr. Filch, if you please.
Everyone thinks plants are to blame. Idiots.
That's right. Astrid said people were idiots to think plants were to blame. I remember that now.
In my experience, those at fault are those who flee, and Ms. Cole is nowhere to be found. Can you recall anything else?
Cassandra really didn't like Astrid. I can't believe I forgot that.
Well, it would seem that particular piece of information is no longer forgotten. What else can you recall?
This is going to be the best lesson. Mr. Thorne is a proper genius when it comes to herbology. We're lucky to have him.
I thought you liked Professor Longbottom.
I do, but... well, he doesn't own a plant shop, does he?
Thank you, Professor Sprout. Sprout and Thorn. We make quite the pair, don't we? Clearly, we were born to be herbologists. Ah, yes. I see quite a few familiar faces. Happy customers, no doubt. For those who don't know, I own a shop in Hogsmeade called Bewildering Blooms. Plants are my passion, particularly those of a magical nature. This, for example, is a thorn original. I call it a bloom for you. As the name suggests, it blooms only for one. Please, everyone, take a closer look.
It didn't work.
Sorry, my dear. This one's mine. There. You see, my handsome face has finally awoken her beauty in all its glory. I've sold hundreds to some rather famous wizards, too. And no, Miss Fall, I'm not going to tell you how I did it. That's my little secret. No, I believe your professor was teaching you about some of the more unpredictable plants, like the Chinese chomping cabbage. This one does have a bad attitude, but remains a vital ingredient in potions, such as Skellygrow. Definitely worth getting to know. Shall we?
Look at them! Don't even falling! Acting legitimate! Let's go, Patronum!
Ugh, it's her again. What's she doing here?
Hello. Can I help you with something?
No, definitely not.
Well, that was rather rude. All right, then. Back to your plants, everyone.
She is different, but is that a bad thing?
Yes! For once, I agree with Daniel. She's trouble. Just yesterday, I saw her at Mr. Thorne's shop, snooping about.
Or maybe she was just shopping?
Spying, more likely. I don't trust her.
I remember that. I wanted to stick up for Astrid, but I didn't. I don't know if I was starting to think she was guilty or if I was just afraid.
I hope the next memory is better.
I decided to talk to her to see if Cassandra was right. Cosima said she spent a lot of time in the dungeons.
She attacked you?
Yes, well, no. I don't think she meant to hurt me.
I doubt a trained herbologist would be so cavalier with a dangerous plant such as a mandrake.
Maybe, but I think it was an accident. In fact, I remember what happened after I woke up.
You're awake? Good. I trust you can stand.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry about the mandrake. They're just at that age. Too young to cause any lasting damage. Probably.
You're, Miss Cole, right?
Call me Astrid. I'm not one of your professors.
Right. Astrid, okay. So, what is this place?
Temporary laboratory for growing potential antidote ingredients, which I was promised would be safe from nosy students.
I didn't mean to intrude. Perhaps I should be going.
No. Stay. Might as well now that you have caught me.
You poisoned the professor?
No, of course not. What I meant was that you caught me playing detective. Father was a criminal investigator. He made boards just like this one to help him sort through clues and suspects. I call it my thinking board, because it helps me think. You're confused. I'm not surprised. I have that effect on people.
Sorry, I thought you were here to brew an antidote for the malady.
I am, but to do so I need to understand what I'm up against. There's more to this mysterious malady than meets the eye.
It's not just a poisonous plant?
Ha! You sound like my colleagues in the ministry. Always eager to blame what they don't understand. Just because something is dark and scary doesn't mean it's evil. Take this mandrake, for example. Dangerous, yes, but also an essential part of many antidotes.
I can certainly attest to the dangerous part.
Yes, I know I'm different. I've seen the looks. They've followed me most of my life. Trust is much easier to come by when one is handsome, outgoing, normal. Like your fill-in professor, for example.
Do you mean Mr. Thorne?
Yes. He arrived moments before your professor fell ill, and no one has looked twice at him.
Well, he is well respected and quite friendly. Oh, I see your point.
Indeed. Neville understood. We shared more than just a passion for plants. He also knew what it meant to be underestimated. I can't let him down. I must solve this mystery. It's his way. He can't help but be helpful.
Right then, I'll help you.
You agreed to help her?
I did, because of Professor Longbottom. He's been so kind to me. I had to help.
I applaud your allegiance, but to offer aid so easily...
It was more than that. I don't know why, but... I'm sorry. I guess I'm not being very helpful.
On the contrary, this conversation has been very illuminating, but perhaps it's time I shared something with you.